Yes, sir. Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you tuning in for another installment of I'm Just Saying 48. We hope to make this another great episode as such as many. Man, Juice, how you doing today?
Man, I'm doing good. What about yourself, Vaughn, the motherfucking villain?
Man, I can't complain, man. I can't complain on this lovely Sunday morning, man. But we got a lot to deliberate. We got a lot to run down. We got a lot to, make some laughs about, but we got some real shit to talk about, man. You ready?
Correct as always. Let's do this.
Man, we want to take the show.
Well, first and foremost, I think we should start out, just on one of the main topics that's been going on this weekend. Well, this week in general. I don't know if I'm getting this motherfucking name right or wrong. Personally, I don't care. But the Derek Chauvin verdict.
Yeah.
Um, you had to be living under a rock if you didn't, pay attention or see some kind of ideal of what was going on with this. But this week they had the verdict, and I'm gonna say, for the masses, they think justice was served because he is, you know, resulted in guilty. But my personal opinion is, when have you ever seen a law officer actually do more than 5 years? So I'm gonna throw that thing over there to you. What do you think about this
Man,
whole
that's a good rebuttal
outcome?
you just made. A lot of people were happy that he was found guilty, as like I said last week, is plain as day. But I think we have to wait till June for his sentencing, if I'm not mistaken, June the 16th, and
Right.
that's the real cherry on top. What is going to be his sentence? Is he gonna get a slap on the wrist? Is he gonna get thrown in the book under the jail? Uh, we hate. Well, I don't know the man person. I ain't gonna say I hate to see somebody else's life ruined, but in the day, intent or not, he took a life.
Correct.
You know, but
Correct.
I'm be interested to see. I'm with you. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets some bullshit like 15 years with possibility of parole and 6, 7, or 8. Do good behavior.
Right. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I don't know how true this is. I seen something saying that he may get 75 years. I'm like, bullshit. Out of them 75 years, he might do 5 months, cause nah, they ain't gonna have one of their own locked up like that, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I think in weeks prior about this whole situation. Yeah, we could say, hey, justice is served if he is found guilty. But I mean, honestly, really, truthfully, if he ain't getting Jordan numbers, I don't even want to really talk about it personally. His
Right.
life should be spent the rest of his days behind a jail cell, you know. And the only good thing, you want to know something? You want to know the only good thing I saw out of this whole equation? I saw a post from Boosie and it said he wished he could be in the Louisiana jail with the Louisiana booty gun.
Right.
And I agree. I agree. I honestly personally think he should go and get in the cell with Felice Johnson. That's what I really think. That's what I really think. Put him in there with Felice. And if y'all don't know who Felice is, do your goddamn research. I'm not even gonna get into that whole shindizzle, you know, and let's see how tough he is then. And we're gonna see who got who foot on who neck. But I don't think he's gonna be putting a foot on his neck though. But that's just another story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I call you Chris Handsome.
Nah. Yeah. He wanna know something? The nigga do kind of look like Chris Hansen.
No, man.
Yo, hey, think about it. Yo, all right, I'm just saying. To catch a predator, my nigga. But yeah, man, that's all I really wanted to say. Just throw that out there, get that all out the way. His punk ass got convicted, but I mean, we already know that's only step one of the process. They always got loopholes. Hell, Maxine Waters, they tried to throw her under the bus and say she was going to cause a mistrial, and I'm just like, because of words, because of
Right.
words. So that's what we doing. But I mean, I kind of feel like this. It fits a narrative. It makes uneducated black people think that, hey, we won one, or maybe the world is changing. Man, this shit ain't changing. We got so many other topics to talk about that's pertaining in the same category. So it's just like, man, If you think this is a sign of things to come, man, you must be out your rabbit ass mind. That shit ain't changing. This shit's still going on and gonna continue to go on until we wake up and realize it's time for us to get the fuck from around where we at.
Right.
So that's all I got to say on it. What you got?
Man, I'm pretty sealed and delivered on this topic, but you just said something a while ago uh that's going into the next topic. You said, uh regardless of how people may want to believe or view this trial and feel like this is a victory, if you did and you felt the need to celebrate, you humans, hey, I got to get that out, repent, anger, or regression. They couldn't do it alone because not too long after, a similar instance regarding African American individual and an officer occurred, like literally within minutes of that verdict. And to the individuals that don't know who I'm talking about, if I'm pronouncing her name right, Micaiah Bryant.
Kaya?
Yeah,
Yeah.
was
Ooh.
unfortunately shot 4 times in the chest by I don't know his name, by an officer in Columbus, Ohio. Um, Juicy, if you got anything to say, I'm gonna let you go because I got a lot to
Uh,
say.
man, I'm finna go in. I'm finna go in. And what I'm about to say might not be popular. Here it is. Me and my girl riding in the car. I don't forgot how this topic came up. And I it had already been out for a couple of days up to this point when we
Yeah,
in the car. And I hear my girl's frustration. I understand, it's another one of us, basically. But I saw the situation, but I didn't want to pay attention to it because it like I said, it's starting to become, like you said last week, numbing. Like, damn, like this is a normal occurrence. Sad but true. But once I dug in at that point and did my research, I couldn't gloss over one key cornerstone point. I keep hearing a lot of people say, well, a taser don't feel like a gun, and he could have just tased it, he could have did this, he could have did that. And I'm finna say this. I've had a couple of recent days where I've seen similar situations pertaining to white men or white people, and they've done everything under the sun, and they've still been able to walk away with their life. So I do agree with that
right.
50%. But
Mm-hmm.
here go the part that not a lot of people gonna like. If you know that is a reoccurring event of black people getting shot down, whether you're innocent or guilty or not, don't add to the cause by having a fucking knife in your possession. I'm sorry.
Yep.
I know a lot of people gonna say, "Oh man, no, that doesn't matter. They should have tased it." I agree. I agree. Yes, he could have tased it. Now, with me and my girl, I got an argument about. We actually got an argument about this. She say, "Well, that's a teenager." I said, "Babe, understand something. Yes, that's a teenager. But what was that teenager doing? She
Right.
had a knife with intent to kill another person. And if she wasn't gonna kill her, she was gonna damn sure hurt her. And to the police defense, and I'm not defending these bitches, but it's like you gotta think about it. If you get out of the car, you see one girl on the ground getting kicked by a dude, and then you
Ye-
look at another chick, she lunging at another chick with a knife, you gotta spring into action. Well, they should be trained. And da, 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 da. I said, that's true. They should be. And I'm not saying that he did the right thing, but what I'm saying is this: when adrenaline is rushing and the situation is at hand, you don't know what until you put in them type of circumstances what you're gonna do. All you know is that you see a young woman lunging at somebody with a knife. That's with intent to hurt,
Yeah.
you know. And like I said, I'm not no big advocate for the police. Anybody know me know that. But I'm right is right, wrong is wrong. I'm a realist. I'm a real motherfucker. At the end of the day, if you go back and watch that video, clear as day, you see this girl with this knife continuously trying to lunge at this other individual. Now we could say, oh well. Now let me ask you this, Von. Who called the cops in the first place?
From my understanding, it was Miss Bryant. They said before they can get all the information, somebody hung up the phone, and I'm not gonna keep long. Let you go and finish what you gotta say.
Oh no,
Uh,
you good.
But apparently she was like, somebody's trying to stab me. And that's the thing people are asking, like, what's the other videos, or somebody got video of the young ladies that was supposed to come into her house to jump her or hurt her. And Ohio is a stand your ground state, but I'm like you, it's I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna say what I gotta say. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, honestly, I just feel like this. Like, if you go back and watch that video, yeah, we could say, okay, well, this happened before these events transpired. We don't see that.
Right.
I'm only going by what I see. And from what I see, you have a young lady getting thrown to the ground, which I'm gonna go and throw this out there now. Her foster daddy or her daddy, whoever the dude was in the video, he's a bitch. Because
Thank you.
if you the oldest person in that
Thank
situation,
you.
you're supposed to de-escalate the situation, not add on to it, you
Thank
bitch.
you.
Nigga, you supposed to be doing time too. You sitting here talking about after the girl gets shot, man. That's a baby. That's a female. That's this. But you damn sure wasn't discriminating, kicking that girl on the ground,
Thank you.
bitch ass nigga. So therefore, I put you at fault for that. And then on top of that, you knowing we got this shit going on with this trial and verdict and shit going on. What you think, man? That trial is not just for Minnesota and Minnesota only. Why you think it's nationally televised? That's to get the emotions captured by everybody around the world, whether you with them or against them. So tensions got to be running high to some officers. And I'm not saying that's what this officer did, but what I'm saying is, yes, I've seen a video recently where they showed comparison. Same situation. White guy had a knife. They tased him. They restrained him. Okay, whoop de whoop. That's some bullshit on their end because yes, they probably could have tased that girl and went down. But then let me quote Willie D because I heard Willie D talk about this because he was on the same level I'm on. I'm feeling where Willie D was coming from. He's like, I don't like to defend him, but right is right, wrong is wrong. If you sitting here looking at somebody with a knife, then ask yourself, how many times have we seen videos where people get tased and they walk through that shit and they
It's a lot.
still able to come charging? You see what I'm saying?
It's a lot.
I mean, these motherfuckers is like the goddamn RoboCop or goddamn Megatron in this bitch.
When that
So I'm
adrenaline
just
rushing,
like,
sometimes you don't feel stuff to after it calm down.
correct. So I ain't gonna be long-winded. I'm gonna pass this thing over to Vaughn. But at the end of the day, I mean, that's my stance on it. I honestly feel like don't add fuel to the fire. If you know they already looking for a reason, and sometimes they don't even find a reason. They say license and registration, and then bam, 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 we getting shot. What the fuck you think they're gonna do when they actually see physical proof of you having a weapon and you got the intent to hurt somebody? You getting gunned down. I'm gonna pass this thing to Vaughn.
Everything you said was beautifully stated. I couldn't say it better myself because me and you coming from the same place. But Juice, I don't know if you recall our last week's visit, Big Bang Frank. Shout out to him. He made us
Right, right.
a quote. I'm gonna use it as a quote. He made a statement about relationship between the African American community and police. He said it's gonna come to a point where we have to start policing ourselves, right?
Correct.
And I say that
I
because
agree.
the individuals involved in these situations, from what we all know, are teenagers, right?
Correct.
A teenager is a young adolescent coming into adulthood, but at the end of the day, they're still not an adult. So they're responsible and held accountable by their who?
Parents.
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 The parents. I'm with you on the video. I didn't notice to my second time watching it. I only watched it twice.
Mm-hmm.
Now learned that's her foster father standing by a car
Mm-hmm.
with a woman, watching this shit go down. One of the young ladies, I believe, came to jump Miss Bryant. He kicking her.
Mm-hmm.
Being an adult, yes, that's your child, regardless of the situation. You see your child has a knife. First off, I even get to that point. The parents of the young lady coming to hurt her. What the hell were they
Shit, nowhere to be
at?
found.
Nowhere to be found. The parents of Miss Bryant, the foster parents of Miss Bryant, if you know these assailants are at your home, hey, I'll make that call, or I'll call the officer, or we'll go from there. You're gonna stay in the house. I'm gonna deal with this. I'm not a parent. I don't have a child. I can only go off what I've seen from my mother and things she have taught and instilled in me in situations that how she may have handled that. I'm not gonna let you go outside with two people coming to my home. First off, when I was raised, you don't come to nobody house, job.
Hell no.
I walk up to nobody's car. If you got intention of beef, whatever, you hand down on neutral ground. I mean, if you can de-escalate it or stop from happening, cool. But those are just unwritten rules. You go to any of them set settings, you asking for trouble.
You come to any one of our family members' house, you in for a rude awakening.
Rude
That
awakening,
ass will
motherfucker.
be whipped.
But my main point I'm taking from all this is where was the accountability on the parents, bro? Yes, they young ladies, yes, they growing up, but as a parent, how can you let that shit get to that point? Then want to play the crying game, this and that. Yeah, she may have been had to defend herself, but if you see her with a knife, baby, don't do that. Baby, stop. No, the laws here, the pen might have been the sword. We know we in the right. They came to our confine, our place of peace, our home, looking for trouble, not the other way. Then, bro, I'm hearing reports that this all started over an incident of a clean home.
Wait. Pause. Pause. I ain't hear this. What?
Apparently, the foster mother said this happened from reports of a clean home because it's a foster home. Apparently,
So the other girls was a part of the foster family or something?
now that, and I apologize to the viewers, we still haven't figured out because they're doing an investigation, a federal investigation. So I don't know if they even released the young girls' names yet. But no, they had one girl was getting death threats, but they didn't release her name in the article. But from what I'm hearing, the foster mother, this started over an argument about duties cleaning the home or some shit. I don't know all the way. I gotta do more research. But from what I understand, I seen on 3 articles, this came from instance of not wanting to clean a house, not being cleaned by somebody, and that made me more even more infurious. Like, bruh, something so petty as this, regardless right or
I
wrong, is
mean,
taking a life,
I mean, we've heard worse of situations. Hell, somebody getting shot over ice, somebody getting shot over a
bruh.
stimulus check.
But
I
you,
mean, I feel you. I
bruh,
feel you.
this shit ain't that serious. Then I read another article where they say reports that since November the 29th, it's been called to the house about 8 or 9 times. Apparently, Miss Bryant, younger sister, who's also in foster care, saying how she don't want to be there. But the police were telling, well, we're not accountable for that. You have to go through a certain protocol. We can't take you in and out. You know, you have to do paperwork, and a social worker has to handle that. Now we can escort you to where you want to be, or this and that. And she was saying, if I don't leave here, I'm gonna kill somebody, hurt somebody. And they had to put her like in a mental institution. I'm not saying all this to make the foster parents seem like demons. We don't know. I wasn't raised there.
Yeah, yeah. But that is an eye opener.
That's an
Like,
eye
yo,
opener.
why is so many calls and so much drama in that so-called I'm not saying what a foster home's supposed to be like, because believe it or not, when I was going to school, a lot of kids that were foster kids went to high school with me and middle school.
Right.
And low key, not saying that we treat them like endangered species, but we was always interested in a story. And some people will tell us horrific stories like, yo, me and my sister got adopted by this family. We thought they was cool. They would just have to get the check, because you get a check form,
Yeah.
and then they start trying to molest them and rape them, so they had to fight them off, and then they had to run back to the actual place and
Yeah.
then tell their story of what happened. I mean, we've heard some fucked up situations. We've heard some good situations. So, like you just said, we don't know what the hell going on in
Right.
that environment, but obviously it can't be too goddamn good. And obviously we can kind of see on the basis of where they're thinking level it and they scale it, because kicking a young lady while she on the ground, I mean, that kind
Ain't
of
right parent.
shows you right there. They maturity ain't too goddamn high,
Right.
so yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna throw out another unpopular opinion, but I'm gonna say it. Now ain't other time. I ain't saying my girl didn't care when other shit happened. I'm not gonna say that, but I said it's mighty strange. I'm hearing a lot of black women speak up now for this Micaiah Bryant situation. I said, but when you look at situations where it's like, the black boy getting shot down and he ain't really got no weapon, I'm hearing mostly black men stand up I ain't hearing too many black women stand up like they standing up for this girl who vividly had a knife. Now, I'm not trying to turn black man and black woman against each other, but this is what I honestly feel. Mutually, we need to stand the fuck up. We need to stand for something. Yeah, we can sit here and we can say, well, man, you know, man, it's equal. No, it's not. No, it's not. I don't see. Let me tell you something. And I ain't trying to go off topic, but this is my honest opinion. I don't know if you seen this, Vaughn, but bear with me. It was a young man in Chicago. He got his ass whipped trying to gang bang. This man was crying in the car, talking about on phone them, man. I'm gonna need y'all to slide, man. On phone them, man. I'm gonna need y'all to slide. Black dude came back, took the nigga off somewhere, pistol whipped him, took his chains, whatever. He come back in the car crying. Police get out the car. You know what this young man do? Run up to the police and point to dude like, it was him. It was him. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. But this is a gangster. This is the cool nigga. This is the nigga that y'all say, oh, he really with the shits. All right, bet. But then let's go into another situation in Chicago where a 7-year-old girl gets
Mm,
gunned down in a car, in the back of a car at McDonald's drive-through. I
yep.
don't think her daddy ain't dead. You know, her daddy was the target. But
Yep.
yet and still they didn't give a fuck. They killed the little girl. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't hearing no kind of real big significant concern in this situation.
And Juice,
You
can I
know?
say this
Hmm?
about the story? I don't know if you heard. The father apparently, even if he knows the assailants, he hasn't been cooperating with the officers. I guess he's gonna take matters to his own hands. But like you said, it's a mature level, and this is the parent. This is the one that should know better. This is the one that's here to know tune you and grow you for life. You don't have a life now due to his actions. He has,
Exactly.
partaken in now.
Exactly. We know he had to have some kind of blood on his hands for them to feel that bad to want to come and retaliate.
Right.
You know, come on now. We ain't talking. I ain't heard nothing about these stories like this.
Nothing.
You know, black man, black woman, stand up. Fuck y'all mean? Well, she had this and she. Man, let me tell you something. The boy that got shot that was in the damn car that he resisted basically. I'm not saying he deserved to be shot, but yes. Now he could have got tased. He ain't had no weapon on him. I don't think. I don't think when he was in the car. I forgot his name, but
Deontay Wright.
yeah, Deontay Wright. I don't think he had a weapon per
No.
se on him, but they said he was. Let me tell you something else, and this is God honest truth. The people sometimes, I'm gonna say sometimes, not all the time. I'm not saying this for everybody, but I'm saying this for black people so we can take accountability. How we go through life and how we treat people and the things we decide to do, whether they negative or positive, they have a cause and effect. Karma and energy are real, whether
Oh
you
yeah.
want to believe it or not. What you put out to the world is what you're gonna get back. So it could be a situation where, okay, I hate to say this name, but I'm gonna just keep it real. Look at King Von, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna sit here and say, the man deserved what he got, because that's not right. But I am gonna say this. It wasn't nothing for him to talk about shit he did in the streets and how it was just, kind of like shit, it is what it is, right?
Yep.
Then look at how his demise happened and what happened to him. It's like, damn, was that karma coming back to hunt this man? When in actuality, it's like, damn, you was doing all that shit back in the day when you was putting in that work. Now you actually on top. Now you actually got a lot more to live for. But the energy you put out back then, who's to say if it wasn't traveling and catching up to you now? See, a lot of people don't want to hear that. You have niggas on here on views talking about, yeah, fuck you, nigga, nigga, I'll kill you. Man, listen. First off, all you keyboard warriors, fuck you. Second of all, hey, I ain't scared of none of you bitch ass niggas. At the end of the day, right is right, wrong is wrong. Hey, I ain't saying the man deserve what he got, but at the end of the day, it's like this. You get what you give. If you out here taking lines, what the fuck? Come on now. The fuck you think gonna happen to you?
You live by, you die by.
Eventually, exactly. Come on now. Get out of your motherfucking emotions, nigga, and just tell the truth. But I mean, man, it's funny how this one incident can branch off into so many other different situations. But at
Yep.
the end of the day, like I said, I'm just gonna, stand tall in this situation and say, hey, as people, Frank had a point. We got to start policing ourselves. And when I say police ourselves, I'm talking about we got to take this shit back to, the root. That's my honest opinion. I know this gonna sound fucked up, but hear me out. If you gang banging, right?
Right.
And I ain't saying Micaiah Bryant was gang banging. I'm just saying if you gang bang, this is the gang bangers in 2021, which is so stupid. Um, y'all just move to a separate section. Leave the civilian world. Go to the Wild Wild West. Y'all, they should find a designated area for just strictly y'all. If you buy that shit, you buy that shit. Go. And whoever come out in the end, let it be that. You know. I know that sounds fucked up to say, but at the end of the day, man, hey, these civilians getting tired of being casualties in your war.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to stop all this senseless killing and all that, simple. Y'all remove yourselves from society. Go and get your own, situation where y'all own land, and y'all just, have a motherfucking civil war if you want to do it like that. Shoot them up, bang bang. Y'all can do all that. Get that shit up out your system, and may the best man, woman win. Fuck that shit. Um, to the police. Uh, shit. It's simple. Do better. Stop trying to say, oh man, well, we use protocol and we tried to do that. Nah. If you so-called supposed to be trained better than the average mofo out here, but yet and still you still able to make. I understand it's okay to make mistakes. I'm not saying that people can't make mistakes. You're human at the end of the day, but some of this shit is just point blank purposely. I don't care what none of them say. I feel like they just looking for a reason to kill an extra one, an extra black person,
Yeah.
in my personal opinion. But I ain't gonna be long with it, man. I'm just gonna, do my thing. Man.
Yeah, man. Just like you said, to the law enforcement's out there. Everybody's a human, but you're put in a position to make the better judgment, the better call on the safety of everyone. Your judgment has to be unfairly to some people. Your judgment is going to be held higher than the average person.
Right.
I believe the officer that made the fatal shots was actually a former. I don't know the proper term, but in the army, he's a great shooter, basically. Motherfucker got a great shot. So
A marksman.
the marksman, yeah. He
Right.
probably could have got
Right.
the young
Right.
lady in the ankle or somewhat lethal shot, but it is what it is. And to all the parents involved, nobody wins. Even all the things I was giving about the foster parents, they lost a foster child. It probably could have been resolved with better parenting, but that's just me. And to the parents of the young ladies that went over there, or the foster parents of the young ladies that went over there, you know, we just gotta do better, man. Just all together, society, we gotta do better. We gotta make better calls and better judgment. That's all I got to say, really.
And just being honest, like, man, like all this fall back on who? Us.
Yeah,
Us. The decisions we make is either gonna make us or break us.
for
It's
sure,
gonna either put us in a jail cell or put us in a grave.
for
And
sure.
some of us that ain't got nothing to do with this gonna have to suffer at the hands of somebody else's hasteful decision. I ain't trying to be one of these motherfuckers out here. I know this sounds fucked up, but sometimes I feel like Corona actually saving lives. Because the
Motherfuckers
more
can't
you
go
gotta
nowhere. They can't do the
distance
same shit
yourself,
they
can't
used
go no. Exactly. Exactly.
to.
Exactly. Took the words out of my damn mouth.
Yeah,
But yeah, man, that's all I got for that, man. Just
yeah.
shaking my motherfucking head emoji. That's all I can say.
All right. That was a great conversation, though. Very open minded and you know unbiased conversation.
All right.
But moving on to a lighter note for our viewers and ourselves, man. If anybody, big NBA advocates such as ourselves, you've been paying attention to a lot of narratives, a lot of storylines, a lot of great performances, man. Anybody that you see right now, anything that you see standing out in the NBA right now?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm glad you gave me the flow. This just came to me a few minutes ago. And I'm finna keep it 100. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
All right, who you got as your MVP?
That's a tough one, man, because we did this a couple episodes earlier. It seemed like everybody we had
Mm-hmm.
front running, you know, just coming back
Injured,
off injuries.
right?
Are
I'm
they
gonna be
are they still hurt?
honest. I'm gonna be honest. It's somebody that they won't need. It's two. You know what? It was already disrespect that they didn't put nobody from the Utah Jazz in the MVP race. That
Okay.
was already questionable right there
But they
because they
do it
was
as a
the
unit
top
though,
seed.
man. They do it more as
They
a
they
unit.
might they might, but still though. I mean, even as a unit, they gotta have one. Rudy Gobert ain't outshining goddamn Donovan Mitchell.
No.
I mean, come on now, you gotta give somebody some credit. I
Nah.
mean, but I'm gonna be real. If they not gonna put Donovan Mitchell there, I know for sure. I know who clean cut is the silent assassin and is the MVP. I know who the
I
MVP.
think I know who you're gonna say. Go ahead.
Chris Paul. Chris Paul.
Yeah,
Chris
I
Paul is the
understand.
MVP. He the MVP.
I
I mean,
understand.
explain. I can explain you why. MVP is the most valuable player on your team, the most impactful player on the floor. Okay, look at what he did with the Thunder.
Yep.
That was already eye-opening because he even took that team to the playoffs and then almost beat Houston in
Yep.
a 7-game series. So that was eye-opening. Fast forward, look at what he's doing right now with the Suns.
Yeah.
He done took two teams that were not finna be playoff bound,
Nope.
even though the Suns were projecting up. They still hadn't made the playoffs.
Yeah.
He took that team, and now what they the 3 seed?
We
2?
all two see. I know they haven't lost no more than about 15 or 16 games.
And this man won't even be mentioned in a breath of an MVP. Like you said, Joel Embiid, he can't. He a walking injury. Jokic is probably the only one that I say,
Okay.
okay, well, if I'm
Consistent
gonna
one.
give it to somebody, right? He consistent, I'm shout out to my boy LD, even though he I know he grieving right now, but it's gonna be all right, man. Murray gonna be back, but I mean, in my honest opinion, if it's not Jokic, then the next candidate ain't Joel Embiid, is Chris Paul. Chris, okay, let me tell you the reason why they don't want to give it to him. They say, well, he only averaging like 19 points, 16 points or
See,
something.
they
You
better
know,
hear how many points Steve Nash averaged when he won.
correct, correct. He won it twice,
Right.
twice. All right. And Shaq stupid ass in there, man. Every time, now I ain't gonna lie. Chuck do be nut hugging CP3 every year. He the best leader in NBA, y'all. I get it. But this one year, he right. He is the he is the MVP. He is the MVP without question. LeBron been hurt.
Yeah.
Embiid been hurt.
James
I
Harden.
don't think I don't think Joker's been hurt.
No, he's been playing, like I said, out of all the candidates, he's been the one on the court most consistently.
Consistent. Right. So if it's not Jokic, even and then his stock going up because they still winning games even without Jamal Murray. So
Yep.
if you look at it, it's kind of like it's either him or Chris Paul, in my personal opinion. Not no damn James Harden, no Kevin Durant, none of them, none of them. Because honestly, I mean, they can go and whoop a good team and then get blew out by 30 by Cleveland or some bullshit like this. So
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
it's Chris Paul. Chris Paul shows his impact. It don't take him years to get in a system with a young team and develop them up.
Yeah.
No, he gets in it 1 year, they in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He is the MVP. If it's not him, matter of fact, don't they got a higher seed than the Nuggets?
Hell yeah. They in the,
That's
like
what
I
I'm
said, they either in
saying.
the top 2 or 3 in the
Chris
West.
Chris Paul has been getting overlooked all year. And you want to know the scary part? Here it is. If the Lakers not healthy, if the Lakers not healthy or the Clippers not healthy, they gonna the Suns gonna knock off one of y'all. I ain't gonna say who. I don't
Yeah.
know. They gonna knock off one of y'all
If not healthy for sure.
because right now AD looking like shit.
I ain't watched the game last night. I watched his first one, but I think he scored more, but I ain't watch it.
I'm gonna be honest. If Chris Paul light a fire under DeAndre Ayton and say, "Hey, you just like Anthony Davis, you can't be stopped." He can go his back to the basket, and he can do the face-up game and step out and shoot a little bit. You know what Chris Paul do to big men? He turned them into all-stars. Go ask David West. Go ask Tyson Chandler. Go ask DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if he can get that man to believe in his abilities, you already got a confident motherfucker named Devin Booker who's going to shoot that bitch.
Yeah.
With a Chris Paul, come on now.
Yeah.
Come on. To me, that's a dangerous spot for Chris Paul to be in because you got somebody that can go off for 60 if he want to. And now you got somebody that can control the tempo and keep you in the game while you hitting your 60. With a big man, with all this skyrocketing potential, that's dangerous. I forgot they got somebody else over there too. I'm just glossing over it. But they got one more player over there. I'm like, yo, all Chris Paul need is a good 3 to 4 solid players, not just decent players. I'm talking about like he got his star in Devin Booker. He got his potential in DeAndre Ayton. He got one more player over there. I can't remember who. That's enough for him where he ain't got to carry no kind of loads of the scoring. All he got to do is control the tempo.
Right.
I'm telling y'all, don't be surprised the Suns be in the Western Conference Finals instead of one of the LAs. I hate to say it, they get knocked off.
We'll see, man. We'll see. Like I say, health is the big factor for everybody looking like right now. If nobody's healthy, the teams that everybody projected may not be there at the end. But I'm gonna say a name. Uh, I think they're fighting for a playoff seed. Now, if they get in, I don't see them upsetting anyone. Depending on who they play, it gotta be a great matchup. But they're in the Eastern Conference. It's not hard to sneak in the East.
Right.
Personally, a lot of people overlooking, especially looking at the last couple of his numbers. Believe it or not, I say Westbrook.
Cut it low. I knew you was gonna say it. Goddamn, about time you get on this goddamn bandwagon, Nick.
Bro, like
about time.
They won what? 8 in a row, 9 in a row, and it's a lot to him. I mean, he's balling, he's orchestrating, he's creating the tempo, he's crashing the boards. Like one game, they had 20 rebounds.
I mean, that's what real niggas do,
And I think he's 8 triple doubles away from breaking Oscar Robertson's all-time record. So it's interesting, man. And I remember you and I call him LD. That's just how I always call him. You and LD going back and forth about, Westbrook, and it's like you either love him or you hate him,
And what I was telling LD, you cannot blame that season on how they start off on him because he's on a new team. The chemistry, it's gotta click. Like, this is the thing. Bradley Beal gonna do his thing. But let's be real. Did Bradley Beal ever really click with John Wall?
No.
Hell no.
No.
But look at how he playing now with Westbrook now that they've gotten acclimated to each other.
Yeah.
Now it's like Bradley Beal can go off and be the leading scorer. And they in the playoff game. You know what I'm saying? So, man, they dangerous too. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. If they were to play Brooklyn, I'm not saying that they'll beat Brooklyn. I wish they kind of had like a decent big man to go along with them.
Mm-hmm.
But if they play Brooklyn and with Bradley Beal being, the scorer he is, and Westbrook being, I don't think Kyrie at this point in time he can run past Kyrie.
Oh, yeah.
Man, hey,
he get up to play KD every time. If he
speaking of snakes,
oh, man, yeah.
we're gonna talk about him in a minute. I can see them taking that at least 6-7 games.
I'm gonna say another name people overlooking. They in the playoffs too. A lot of people say he gonna get most improved, but should I say Julius Randle?
Yeah, yeah,
That boy is
yeah,
balling.
yeah. You know, I mean, I ain't never thought I'd say a Nick player win the MVP in my lifetime, but
Hey,
I mean, hey, Melo got close.
yeah,
I mean, yeah, you can't. I mean, to take a franchise, that's what I'm saying. That's the thing with Chris Paul.
yeah.
It's like every one of these names you saying are. It's like I'm gonna tell you what happened. The people that were the MVP candidates, once they got injured, new ones arrived.
Yeah,
But now they saying, oh, well, it's too late in the season. Well, hell, they got hurt late in the season. So what you gonna do? Reward injuries?
that's true.
Right now, it should really come down to CP3, Nikola Jokic, and really it's Nikola Jokic, then CP3, and then I'm about like you. You start going down the list. Westbrook, um, fucking Julius Randle, and then you might throw in one of those older names, but you can't
Stephen
really. I
Curry,
mean, yeah, Steph Curry, you know, I mean,
he balling.
yeah,
He broke what? Just broke what? Kobe most consecutive 30-point game record.
man, hey, that boy get a haircut. I don't know. It's like his game is flip flop. He might need to stay nappy headed. Hey, just saying, boy might be doing some damage with the nappy hair. He cut his hair. 2016 all over again. But
Oh man,
man, yeah, you brought some very key cornerstone name. Very key cornerstone name. And you know what? I mean, on that note, I gotta bring this up. Kevin Durant. Oh my God. Kevin
mm.
Durant make me ashamed to say I was born in the 80s.
Not that much now.
Then, yes he do. Yes he do. Then he make it even worse because his birthday the day after mine.
Hmm.
Oh my God. He a year older than me, but he don't act like it. Here it is. First off, we all thought it was cool. I ain't gonna say cool. We thought it was funny that, this nappy head motherfucker had his burner account talking all this shit. He was like, oh man, it's just KD being KD. Ha ha ha, laugh it off. But his recent antics, I'm not saying that the man ain't entitled to his own opinion, but man, sometimes you know what's so crazy about his antics? It led for me to have the ultimate debate with you today, because we're gonna talk about Jordan and LeBron in a minute,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna bring up some key cornerstone points. But I'm gonna say this, in my cold hard honest opinion, he said it took Steph Curry to get another MVP and two All Stars to win a ring, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, he won a ring before you got there,
Yeah,
and I heard a lot of people say, "Well, that was only because Kyrie and Kevin Love got hurt." He won a ring. They don't take the ring away from Kawhi,
yeah,
you know. And honestly, if we're gonna be real about it, I mean, wasn't David West an All Star before?
yeah,
Wasn't Andre Iguodala All Star
yeah.
before? So he really got more All Stars. So I'm gonna say it's some truth in his comment, but then here go the big hypocrisy about it. Who told you to join them?
Yeah.
You still had an option.
Oh yeah.
That same team that you had down 3-1, just like they had Cleveland down 3-1, you couldn't beat them. So what's your excuse? You couldn't beat them, so you joined them. Then you joined them, then you realized that you was never gonna be in Steph Curry's position, so you left. To me, it sounds like Kevin Durant is called the Carl Thomas of the NBA. The nigga's emotional, really emotional. I don't know what it is. I don't know if he just, still hadn't found his identity within that hair crisis he got on top of
Oh
his
Lord.
fucking head. I mean, I know the boy's supposed to have been messing around with 7th Street if she ain't had a hit since her and Chris Brown did, and it won't stop. That was a good song, by the way. But I
Mm.
mean, goddamn, KD, goddamn, boy, we're gonna need you to figure out who you are and fast. Cause you, to me, it's like KD was waiting on people to say you the best player in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it didn't happen, it's like, oh, I'm gonna show their ass. I'm gonna go get on another stack team, and then I'm gonna beat LeBron. And they still gonna say you ain't shit.
It,
If you want to get it out the mud, you should have just said, hey, Kyrie, don't bring James over here. It's me, it's you.
Cause they
Let's
had
go
a
do
pretty good
this.
team before they traded him. Not like they didn't have talent.
Exactly. But hey, you know, he want the full deck. He want the card stacked against LeBron. But hey, good luck with that. In my opinion, this little situation right here made me view Kevin Durant in the light of I'm never putting him in my top 10. Never, 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 never. And I had to really think about it. I'm finna be honest with you. I'm finna say some real shit. Who do you have as your top 5 small forwards?
Oh, top five small easy. That's Bron, Larry the Legend, Scottie
Mm-hmm.
Pippen,
Mm-hmm.
James Worthy,
Mm-hmm.
and my fifth and final one. That wasn't tricky. Now, my first four.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody I'm forgetting? I guess I'll say Paul Pierce.
Strip a lot, Paul Pierce. Strip a lot, Paul Pierce. Mr. IG himself.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Oh Lord, have mercy.
hey man, Paul get them buggers up. It didn't accumulate to a
Yeah.
lot of winning in his early days, but man, Paul,
I'm a I'm gonna be real. I think our list slightly different. I mean, I got of course Bron, of course Larry, of course Scotty. Um, I'm trying to make sure before I say these Bron, Larry, Scotty, and my last two. Uh, I could throw Big Gang Jane up, but I'm not. I'm gonna put honestly just off. Is Tracy McGrady considered a small forward?
I thought he was a two.
Yeah, he might be a two. He might be a two. So you know what? Now that you mentioned Paul Pierce, I'll throw Paul Pierce in there. I give it to Paul Pierce. And you want to know who my fifth pick? Kawhi Leonard.
Man, I gotta get
Kawhi
about twice.
Leonard. I'm gonna put Kawhi Leonard there. And the reason why I put Kawhi Leonard over Kevin Durant is simple. Besides Kevin Durant scoring, what did Kevin Durant bring to the table?
How much after that?
And don't get me wrong, he's a prolific motherfucking scorer. But if you look at this list of all the other people that we put on our list, they was just as deadly on the defensive end than they were on the offensive end.
Mm-hmm. Grabbing boards, passing.
Right. Larry Legend averaged 10 rebounds and he couldn't jump over a goddamn telephone book.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Scottie Pippen, that's Scotty.
Right.
You know, Paul Pierce. Now, Paul Pierce is maybe the only exception. I'm not gonna say that he played defense. I'm gonna say, now I could say, well, Kevin Durant, I could put him over Paul Pierce, but this is the thing though.
Paul got some tough buckets. Paul was strong motherfucker. Paul.
That's what I was gonna say. In pivotal moments, Kevin Durant, to me, is like if you 7 foot and you got a good handle, of course you're gonna be able to do all these unique things. Paul Pierce was lighting LeBron James ass up in his prime.
Yeah.
I gotta give it to him. You know, Kevin Durant came along. Now I'm not saying Bron wasn't still in his prime, but I mean he came along trying to play the big bad wolf once he had, you know, motherfuckers behind him to back him up. Even
He
though
was
he could
17
say,
and 5 against LeBron before he joined the Warriors. Just point that out.
right, right. You see what I'm saying? I mean, honestly, he can't say that. Well, I ain't had nobody on the Thunder. Motherfucker, you had Westbrook, James Harden, and your favorite player that you seem to think that it's better than Westbrook, Serge, man, get the fuck out of here. Me and that dumbass got the same birthday. Man.
Y'all Libras hell, boy.
Man, no. He's just stupid. He's stupid. Me, I'm cut from a different cloth. Hell no, man. Hell no. Them niggas made me mad to be born in the 80s. God, boy.
Bro, I ain't mean not to cut you off, man. It's just, look, everybody got some insecurities. I tell people all this time, right? It's mental, physically, spiritual. Everybody got them. It's human nature. Everybody is sensitive to something. Hell, Michael Jordan's sensitive to damn near everything. He just go by. No.
That's a
Let
cheap
me
shot.
let me illustrate what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. That Last Dance documentary proved that. Guy got picked over me in high school. I took that personally. That's sensitivity. It's not sensitivity as far as being weak or whimpering about it, but I took that personally. That's sensitivity. You're sensitive to what you do. You're sensitive
I
to your
just think
craft.
Mike was a real nigga. He just was like,
Yeah,
ain't
I
no
mean,
motherfucker
he
better
showed
than
his sensitivity in a different way than opposed to what Kevin Durant's doing. He's getting behind a keyboard and, throwing rocks and, maybe hiding his hand, maybe not. Mike is like, look, I took that shit personally. Next time I see him, I'm gonna bust your ass. Cool.
It goes for LeBron. But go ahead.
But, bro, when you get on a great podcast, shout out to Millions Dollar Worth of Gang, Gillian Wallow. And bro, your list was so wrong. Let's be honest. You played how many years Westbrook? 7 or 8? I think 7, right?
Right.
Dude, you didn't even play last year at the Brooklyn Nets. How many games? You barely playing this year, so you probably played a total of 20 games with Kyrie Irving. Stop that.
Yep.
If you wanted to put James Harden on top of the list, I'd have had more respect for that. Your top teammates niggas should have been. I'll give you Curry because you won your first championship with him. Okay, Curry, Westbrook, James, Klay Thompson, and then maybe Kyrie out of Ibaka. Ain't no goddamn waste. Russell Westbrook name should not even been mentioned from the get-go. Man, you know who that man is. That man still playing the league. You done played how many years with this man?
And you still bit. That's the thing. You know, there's some Westbrook don't seem bitter about Kevin.
Nah.
Westbrook has been on 2 different teams since this whole ordeal. And Kevin Durant still to this day act like a bitch.
It's just being petty, dog. Like, there was no need for that. Oh man, I forgot. Get the fuck out of here.
But you notice something? I hope Steph Curry and Westbrook, because I remember one time Steph Curry was laughing on the bench with Kevin Durant about Westbrook still being in the game, I guess trying to get a rebound or whatever. They was laughing at him. That same person that was on the bench laughing with you about Westbrook, now look at how they talk about you.
Mm-hmm.
Snake ass, man.
Hey.
That motherfucker will never be in my top team.
Nah, man.
Never. Because if you're gonna call out Steph Curry for that, which is false, then let's call you out. Seems like all you know how to do is just build stack teams and build the deck up. And Lord forbid, I'm sorry that LaMarcus Aldridge had to retire, but that's gonna come back to bite them. Yeah. You ain't got no big man that can scratch out and do nothing. Yeah. What the hell DeAndre 2 Chainz Jordan's gonna do?
Oh my God.
Jack shit. Blake Griffin getting shut down by Montrezl Harrell. Man, if you don't wrap that shit up. If this is the key ingredient to beating Brooklyn, let KD be KD, frustrate Kyrie, make sure that y'all strip clubs is open for James when he in your hometown, and put the darkest nigga you got on your team on Blake Griffin.
Make sure you got some gold fronts.
Hell yeah. Make sure he is really from them sticks. And I guarantee you will beat they ass. Remember I said that.
Dog, it's just baffling, man. We've never seen this from a future Hall of Famer. Bruh, maybe Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley, was infamous for telling fans off. Now, I ain't a role model, I think throwing somebody through a window. But that's Charles. We not surprised by that. He came off like that. Like, this is me. I think Dave Robinson said it best on the Dream Team documentary. When he was like, Charles, like, man, you got to speak more. You got to let them know how you feel. Like, Charles, you need to stop talking to the media. But Kevin Durant, when he came into the league, kind of, laid back, a passive personality. But now, maybe he's letting his nuts drop. He feeling himself. Like I said, throwing rocks and hiding your hand, man, that's not what a grown man do. Like I said, different between him and Charles. Charles let that shit be known. I'm let you know I said this about you. On air. Off the air in your
Man.
face, bro. This is a man you won your first championship with. How you got it is questionable. Fine. But then you like in tweets saying they wouldn't have won without you. He's trash. That's what got me at the end and said he was trash. Like, whoa. I can't support
So
this. Hold on now.
so you know what that tells me? When he got injured, he was so happy that they didn't win without him. He was so happy they didn't win without him. But this is the thing though. They was going to finals back to back before you even
Yeah.
went to your second finals. If it wasn't for him, you wouldn't have the two rings that you got right now or two finals MVPs because he gave you the keys like Dwayne Wade gave LeBron the
Yeah,
keys to
that's true.
Miami and said, go do your thing.
That's
Because
true.
truth be told, Draymond Green had already called you exactly what you acting like, a bitch. Man, that dude right there, man. Hey, man. Man, I'm finna be a 90s baby after this nigga, man. This nigga right here, boy. Trash, boy. He trash for just how he act, man.
Yeah.
He is really living up to his emote. That nigga's a snake, boy.
Yeah. I,
A snake to his heart.
I,
I wouldn't, man. Hell
and
no.
to your interaction with fans, not to cut you off, Juice, bro, you probably heard this quote before. When a dog barks, a lion don't turn his head.
What? Man.
You hear how the shit people say about these players, especially LeBron. I don't see LeBron making no burning accounts nowhere, man, that we know of.
Exactly. If he is, he's just trying to go cheat. Hell, I seen that part. You know what I'm saying? So found I ain't snitching.
Yeah,
Hell, call a nigga. But
defamation category. We have no knowledge of this abuse. We have no knowledge of any of these accusations upon the cane.
hey man, I'm your cousin, man. You supposed to be putting in a good word. Man, fuck that nigga, man. Nigga be all right. Shit.
Bro,
Man, but
kind of
anyway, speaking of LeBron, I want to bring this up. Our ultimate debate, we're gonna sound like Skip and Shannon. Well, I ain't no goddamn Skip though. I ain't
Why I
no
gotta be
goddamn
skipped?
Skip. I ain't no well shit. You can be Shannon. Let me at least be Stephen A. corn ass. Um I'm just gonna be but no, I could be Deion Sanders prime time. Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
Um in my guy honest opinion, Michael Jordan and LeBron is always, oh, who's better? Who's this? Who's this? Who's this? Who's that? And it made me think about something. Just going over all this basketball stuff we had talked about. And I said to myself, what makes LeBron hurdle over so many players? And what makes Michael Jordan just sit in stone as number one? And it made me question it because it was like, okay, if we're looking at totality of career, then we could easily say, well, Mike did more with less time.
Okay.
But then if we look at, well, LeBron just had a better longevity. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like we battling two different things. Now, are both of them great? Yes. Are both of them top five? Yes. I will give LeBron. He is a top five player. But
Finally.
what gets me, get to D, is you get to a point and you just be like, okay, if we're gonna put LeBron in his top 10, in his top five, and we knock out whoever, then who like does that give cushion and room for potentially maybe one day a new player getting in the top 10? Because honestly, I'm gonna be real. Giannis has potential, but I don't see him cracking the top 10.
We don't know. We don't know though.
I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, Steph Curry, okay, this is why I was gonna say to end all the Michael Jordan and LeBron argument, it's just like this. It's 1A, 1B, 1A, 1A, whatever. Them two, of course, they're gonna be in your Mount Rushmore. But let me get to Steph Curry because he in a peculiar situation. In your honest opinion, what does Steph Curry rank for as point guards?
All time?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Uh, there's Magic, there's Zeke, there's John Stockton, CP. Well, I
Mm,
may have to put him on CP because he's one.
mm-hmm.
And I would say he's least in my top 6.
I'm gonna be honest. Let me see. I got Magic. I got Z. Okay, you said you'll put him over CP, right?
Oh, so yeah. I mean, just off the strength of the championships.
Okay, but why you won't put him over John Stockton? Strength of championships.
I did say John Stockton. Damn, that's true. That's true. Hey, that's true.
You see what I'm
I
saying?
may drop John. I mean,
Hey, Marty McFly got to go. Hey, 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 hey. I'm sorry. We gonna call a spade a spade. You know, I
damn.
mean,
Yeah. Hey, man. Yeah.
you know,
I got to slide John out then.
I mean, and then shit. Then you could say, well, you got John.
Oscar Robertson. I forgot about Oscar Robertson.
Yeah,
Damn.
Oscar Robertson. I mean, think about it. I'm gonna be honest. I put Oscar Robertson over Steph Curry because he got a ring and he had them triple doubles.
Okay.
He had
Okay.
two different things going on. Now Steph could shoot like a motherfucker, but I mean, it takes some kind of defensive presence to get rebounds. See what I'm saying? Steph
Right.
Curry ain't grabbing no boards like that,
No. No.
you
I
know.
mean, that's true.
And even as great as a shooter he is, not saying he can't pass. He's a great passer, but he could be a whole lot better.
He turns the ball over a lot.
Correct. So that's why I said I would put O right there, then put Steph Curry, and then number 5. I mean, you talking about? I'm gonna be honest. So you'll put CP3 over Cuddy Low?
Damn, you got about AI too, nigga. You got about AI.
I know, but AI really wanted to be the 2. But
But he's a
I
point guard.
mean,
We gotta go out
he
position
was.
now. He's a point
I
guard.
mean, if that's the case, AI got an MVP. Westbrook got an MVP. Chris Paul don't.
This shit,
John
I don't keep
Stockton don't.
sliding.
See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You see, I thought about this shit. I made a list. I said, wait a goddamn minute. You got so many.
Yeah, can't forget about big shot Chauncey Billups now.
Right?
Damn,
Right?
it's kind of
Gary
hard once you
Payton.
think about it.
You see what I'm saying? And see, we young. We don't even know about Nate Archibald.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? We ain't get the what's his name? New York. Was he a point guard?
Mark Frazier.
Walt Frazier.
Yeah, he was a point. He was the point guard for the Knicks.
See what I'm saying? I think he won a ring too.
He did. He
See what I'm
did.
saying? We don't bring them names up. See what I'm
Razzling,
saying?
dazzling.
Hey, so I mean, Jason Kidd, you want a ring?
Damn, forgot about J Kidd.
Like I said, man, it's a lot of people that if we going on credential standards, it's like, well, why the fuck? I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, man, I like this basketball talk, man. I like it, man. Getting a little midway in the show. What else you got for me?
Um, I don't know, man. What's on your mind? Well, I'll make this real quick. I thought it was a funny topic to me, to the viewers and as well as you. I'm pretty sure you over the last year and a half, we've seen a lot of celebrities or entertainers that we wouldn't expect in this business. And the business I'm referring to is the business of THC and strain development. People don't know, just basically weed business. Make it simple. And recently, Steve Urkel with Jaleel White, aka Steve Urkel, just did a partnership with Thriller channel, and he's now coming out with his own strain called Purple Urkel. He did had a commercial with Snoop. For people that ain't seen that, check that out. And I just want to ask this question upon you, Juice.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, if you were to come out your own strain, I'm not saying you smoke. I don't smoke. Uh, would you have
Formally.
formula
No, I
every
ain't gonna
day?
lie.
uh, what'd you say?
Oh, none.
Oh, what would you name your strain be, and what would it be based upon? I already know I want to name mine.
I actually got mine inspired by one of my, low key favorite rappers, Currency, and it's
Okay.
called Weekend at Bernie's. So
uh,
also one of my favorite movies, which actually came out the year I was born. '89. So yeah, it got a lot of sentiment there. Weekend at Bernie's.
Okay.
That's the first name I thought of. And
Okay.
then this might sound a little out the wild. My second name that instantly popped up in my mind is Crunchy Munch Kush. So yeah, those are my two
Off the
names.
cereal?
Crunchy Munch, the popcorn, my
Popcorn. Okay, yeah,
G,
the
the
popcorn. Okay.
popcorn.
Okay. Need some sweet ass strain.
Hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, you either want to die like Bernie or you want to get, popped up like the Crunchy Munch. You know what I'm saying? So,
Got you. It was all interesting strand names.
just saying, what you got? What you got?
Well, me and to all the viewers, I'm pretty sure y'all know I like to label myself a wine concierge. And I'm a fan
You
of
have to.
Merlot. And to people who don't really drink wine, Merlot is a sweet, red, thick wine. It has a full body. I love red wine. I don't discriminate, but I favor red.
Tastes just like the hood juices on 9th Street. Okay.
um, what the fuck I'll talk about? They actually have THC wine. They actually do. A lot of companies, a lot of strand companies are actually making wine out of weed, but I see no strands, from alcohol and wine hops. Not hops, but the grapes, whatever they're making the wine out of. And I would like to somehow in the future, if this platform ever gets big and we get participators and what's the word I'm looking for?
Participators in the comment section.
That too, goddamn it.
Yo, stop sending that weird ass shit in the goddamn
Yes,
comment section. Don't nobody want to hear the best adult site. This ain't no goddamn Pornhub.
bruh.
We a podcast.
I see that a second time. Like, damn, I guess Juice finally getting his request made. They sending the
No,
news.
fuck no. Fuck no. Whoever that is. Whoever that is. I said news on the Instagram. And I'm talking to the ladies. Only the ladies. What the fuck y'all got going on?
Yeah, endorsements. It's some coming out there, man. We get to that point. God bless. I hope we do. I would like to develop a strand from Merlot, and I was gonna name it Merblow.
Oh, okay.
It had the strands were similar, burgundy color, same color as the Merlot wine, kind of a mellow taste, a little sweet, not too dry, basically the same flavor as a Merlot. So that's just a fun little idea I would like to partake in somehow in the future if we ever get to that point.
Correct. Hey. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get the endorsements, We're gonna get invited to other podcasts, We're gonna get we're gonna get to be the next, well, I don't want to say the next Wallow and Gilly. I mean, we're gonna be our own.
Right.
Put it this way, we share similarities with them.
A family affair.
Yes. Shout out to them, by the way.
Oh yeah. They respect what they do.
Yeah, I'm feeling that, man. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. Weekend at Bernie's, man. I mean, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong.
Great movie.
You was in the power of the Mobu. Come on, man. Come on. Man, we finna move this thing, you know what I'm saying? That was a good segue, by the way. Good segue.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta do it.
It's only right.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what time it is by now, then goddamn it, that means you ain't watched episodes 1 through 11. Coming to the motherfucking platform on the podcast. Better get the stage. You like them, you love them, and you need them. And it's none other than I need a love, girl. Yeah. I'm back with another one, y'all. And I just want to say, to the ladies, wash your ass, bitch. And to the fellas, make sure you keep that bitch in pocket. But yeah, Vaughn, how you doing this
I'm doing mighty fine, great doctor. How about yourself?
Oh man, I can't complain, baby. I'm shaking and grooving and steady and moving. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I gotta hit you with one before I go now. So you ready for this thing?
I'm ready, man. Shoot.
Would you do online dating, and what are your general thoughts on it in general?
If I was single, would I do it?
Yes.
If I was single, I would do it, but I would do it very precautiously because a lot of weirdos out there, and I would
Right,
pick the
right.
right sites. My good doctor.
Pornhub, I will. Okay. What's
Nah,
up?
nah, but they got good
Okay.
content. I wouldn't choose that site.
Okay. Okay.
Nah, man.
Fuck
But in all seriousness,
fuckabadmilfs.com. Okay. Oh,
what,
okay.
what?
Oh, now go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh man, but nah. In all seriousness though, man, I wouldn't be against nobody doing it. You can meet some real cool people on some sites. I would say in my past, before I got with the missus, uh, I tested a couple of them out. Met some dope individuals. Some just, either we lost communication. Some, led to one thing or another, and some,
Thank you.
huh? What?
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I said, it depends on what you go in the mindset with. A lot of people do go on these sites looking to be seriously involved and find their soulmate. Some other people just may be looking for a flash in the pan, and that's fine. I just tell people all the time, let your intentions be known and be safe when you communicate with these people. Like I said, man, not to make this a dark topic, you know, human trafficking is a big thing going on right now. So to all my female viewers out there, if you are trying to get into online dating and online profiling, please take precaution, meet in public areas, do backgrounds on these people. But rather than that, man, it wasn't a bad experience. It's just gotta know what you're looking for and choose the right sites too.
Well, I'm gonna be flat out honest. I'm a little older than you. Hell no, I ain't getting on the online
And
date.
that's fine.
Hell no. Let me tell you why. I come from a different era.
Okay.
A different era. I come from the Tootsie Roll generation. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Back in my day, you had to walk up on a pretty young thing. You know what I'm saying. And you had to have the mouthpiece in order to obtain any kind of digit about the bitch. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying.
Okay.
Because if she felt like you was falling short, then you know what I'm saying, you might as well just go on and let it go. Because you weren't finna get no numbers, you weren't finna get no poom poom, you weren't finna get no kind of celebration on this woman.
No
But if you
pause.
had
Just
the
pussy.
right, you know, if you didn't bring, you can bring the earth, you can bring the wind, but if you didn't bring the fire,
Oh, good lord.
you know, you set up to fail. So personally, in my opinion, I wouldn't do it per se. I'm not
Okay.
gonna say that I'd be against it. I mean, it would just take the right situation, the right person. Like he said, we just got to be grown and mature about this whole situation. Then maybe I would consider it, but just off first hand, just observating, nah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like this. If I can't walk up on you, touch you, smell you,
Mm.
tell you, what I, really got going on my
Suck your
mind or
toes.
whatever. What you say? 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 What you say?
And that man go.
Anyway. If I can't, what I'm saying, do nothing strange to you, then yeah, I don't need to be trying to, get up with you. Cause I mean, I'm not saying that I am against long distance relationship because
Absolutely.
you know, you know, motherfuckers is I don't want to say everybody.
Who's making love to old
Yeah, man,
lady?
yeah, Mr. Taylor. Yeah, Mr. Taylor. Yeah. I don't know about all that, that's just a big risk. But my general thoughts on it, I honestly believe that it actually kind of ruined the dating game. Because nowadays, like I said in episodes prior, you get women, instead of them saying what's your number, what's up with you, it's
Okay.
what's your snap,
Right.
what's your IG.
Right.
I mean, think about this, ladies. Let me help y'all out, ladies. I'm gonna be Derek Jackson for a minute. I'm gonna be a simp ass nigga. Ladies, if you really want to know what a man really is like, check his Instagram. But be mindful that he's going to always put up his best images while he's on Instagram. Ladies, if you really want to know who he is, get his number, call him, talk to him, see if he knows anything about the stock market. I do. Fuck Derek Jackson. Fuck Derek Jackson. Let me talk to the real bitch. Bitches. If you really want to know what a real nigga look like, first off, you need to go search Juicy Core and my picture might pop up. You know what I'm saying? Followed by my cousin. You know what I'm saying? Real niggas all day. Um, But real talk, man, bitches, if y'all trying to really know what a real one look like, first off, ask for his number, talk to him on the phone, see where his head at, and like you said, meet up in a public place. Don't be trying to
Please
go Netflix and chill on no
don't.
first night, second night. I mean, if your cookie ain't good to begin with, then yeah, you can go ahead and go over there because you basically telling them, hell, you wasting time trying to butter me up because this biscuit already been sliced and diced. You know what I'm saying? It's been glazed. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, if you're trying to look for a real one, I ain't finna sit here and tell you what he gonna talk about, what he look like. I'm just saying, do your own research and make your own goddamn opinion. You see what I'm saying? Don't sit here and go basing it off what YouTube say. Well, a real man look like this or a real woman look like this. Now, I will say this. I may don't like ratchets, but I will love some ratchet nudes in the goddamn Instagram photo section. But that's a different topic. But anyway, to my fellas, if you want to know what a real one look like, it's simple. You know what I'm saying? If she, got a 9 to 5 and she ain't got no crazy colored hair or no crazy ass hairdo, if she ain't around there and you see like 3, 4 niggas that work with you got a story about one of them done smashed her or two of them done smashed her, then she might be all right. But if you get there and you already know that once the dude on the front end smashing her and the cart boy trying to get his game on with her, you might need to let that bitch go. I'm just saying. I knew an incident. I ain't gonna say no names. True story. Uh, I knew a girl that used to work somewhere near one of my old jobs. Quit her current job at the time to come work with me just because she liked me, even though I had an old lady. Got over there where I was. She was a cashier. She telling me all this number. This what make it so bad. She got my number at her brother's phone, which her brother was my homeboy. And she telling me all this great shit she can do that my girl probably can't do at the time. I was, in my senior year. And instead of me taking her up on the offer, I was rejecting this motherfucker left and right. But I have one regret out of this equation, but I can't say what I want to say because it's a family matter involved in this, a family member. All I'm gonna say is this: I wish I would have referred her to somebody else, and maybe, just maybe, things have been different for one of my family members. That's all I got to say.
That's all you
That's
got
all
to
I got to
say.
say. Hell yeah, that's all I got to say. Eddie, that's all I got to say. But
Oh shit.
um, in closing, I just want to say that hey, be careful. If you're gonna do it, be mature. I'm not saying that you can't find love in odd places. You
Right.
can find it online, you can find it in the store, you can find it in church. It might not be legit in church because it might be the pastor's son. But anyway, or you might get the pastor daughter who done put up Jordan numbers and then you still fuck her. And then anyway, that's another story.
No stuff.
Yeah, I've been through that shit. But anyway, man, yeah, man, this been a good one, man. It's been a good one. You got anything else?
And as far as move on, but as far as the online date, man, make sure you see her feet in the photos, man. I'm a big feet buff guy. I mean,
Whoa, that's
not
what
not
you
not
said.
far as pleasure.
Oh
Just I don't.
Lord,
I got kind of like a
no,
boomerang thing going on. Eddie
no,
Murphy.
no.
I'm not insecure or shallow, but I
Oh
can't
my
have a woman with hammer
God.
time.
Hey, I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's Von the villain talking.
I'm
I
just
ain't got
saying.
nothing to do
I'm
with no
just saying.
fetishes.
They, ain't,
This
you
freaky
know,
ass nigga, man. Hey, man. Hey, man. Hey, no, no. Hell no.
like I'm just saying. A woman with neat feet is not attractive.
Meat feet. What about cheesy feet? You accept them?
Nah, hell nah.
Man,
They gotta be
hell no.
fine, lotion, polish,
Man,
uncrusted.
man, I don't care if the bitch got feet like Shay. If that poom
Nah,
poom hitting, then hey, you know, as long as she ain't cutting,
I'll move on. That I like that topic.
I ain't got nothing else to say. I ain't got nothing else to say. He's slowly revealing himself, y'all.
Hey, goddamn, what you do your homie, man, I do your what I do my homie,
Hey,
man, I do you.
you right, brother. That's between you and the foot fetish. But whoo, hell no. Man, what else we got?
Oh man, nothing else comes to mind, but what I want to get off my chest. If you got anything you want to shoot, man, by all means, go and shoot it.
Well, you go first if you want to.
Um, yeah, I go ahead and get off my chest first, man. This is kind of old, and I meant to get off my chest a couple of weeks ago, but I'm just
Mhm.
bringing it back because it seems to be a group of naive people or people in denial after they watch this movie. But if you don't know the film I'm talking about, and I hate to spoil it, but you should have seen this shit by now. I'm talking about Godzilla versus King Kong.
Oh my God.
To you motherfuckers that clearly are in La La Land, y'all do know that King Kong lost, right? You know that, right, Juice? I told you. Didn't I tell you what was gonna happen?
Ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Manny Pacquiao fought Floyd Mayweather. My cousin chose Manny Pacquiao. Deontay Wilder fought this fat piece of shit named Tyson Fury. My cousin chose Tyson Fury.
You won.
Godzilla fought King Kong,
Mhm.
and my cousin chose shrimp fried rice
Oh my
candidate.
god.
All I know is you either got something for whites,
Oh my.
Philippines, but you do not like your own kind, boy.
That is not true. I just go in from an unbiased standpoint. I look at the matches. I look at the skill sets.
He is light skinned, and his part whiteness will not allow him to root for his main predecessor. He always goes for, well, I think the white guy could win. Man, you Jerry Cooney liking motherfucker, you. If Billy Hoyle played against Sidney Dean, who you got?
I got Sidney Dean.
You lying.
I
Billy.
do.
Billy. Billy
I got
played
Sidney.
defense just like you. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Sidney had too much style and flair.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
You like them little
He did.
quirky, man. Oh,
All I'm
Manny
saying
Pac.
is, a
Man,
lot of
get
people seem to be in delusion of that because he helped them at the beginning.
it.
I said, look here, bro. I'm putting it away. Somebody had to get CPR at the end of that movie. It wasn't Godzilla.
This is my thing. If you got a hot ass breath that blowing out fire, hell, how can you? He blowing out the Dylan everywhere. How the
Hey,
fuck do you expect this man to win?
that man had a magical axe. God damn it! Yeah, he brought a knife to a gunfight. They ain't Godzilla.
Hey, ain't nobody tell him how that hot ass. That's that bad ass cat dog they've been feeding his ass back in Tokyo. That's what that is. That's what that
Is
is.
it
That's what
defamation
that
of
is.
cap?
There ain't no defamation. That's goddamn truth. Honesty.
Good when it go
Godzilla
down.
must feed him. Cat dog. And they throwing all them cats and dogs in this goddamn man. You know what? I'm
It be
done.
good going down. God damn it.
I'm good, man. The foot man here, the feet man here.
Calm, man. I know. Calm was laid
Oh,
out on the goddamn ground.
oh my
Goddamn
god.
deaf girl come up making hand sign. Calm like, man, I always hear that shit. I just wanted to go home. Y'all got me out here with these white people get my ass.
Man, all I know, tell that motherfucker next time, put some goddamn spearmint in his goddamn mouth,
Nah,
and maybe it'd be a fair fight. That's all I know. So my boy ain't blowing his breath on people. But moving on, my get off your chest really is something. It's a flashback. It's a flashback. I had like a nostalgic moment. I said, "Damn!" I said, "Man, I never thought that I would have a moment like this, but now that I'm getting a little older, I really they hit me so often." I had a flashback because I was sitting back and I was watching YouTube and I was watching old Attitude Era videos. If you don't know what Attitude Era is, you're whack as fuck because it's WWF, not no EF,
that's
motherfucker.
right.
You know, and it hit me. It's actually about you. I said, man, I would pay to go back to be a kid in my room with him and to hear him do all these
Oh,
different animated voices when we playing with wrestling, man. Y'all, check me out. Stone Cold, Stone Cold. When I say this man, because me and my girl was driving, and then I was like, babe, why am I having flashbacks of me and my cousin is in my room, and every 5 minutes I can't even get a move off with my rock action figures. You know, he telling me to look. Then y'all, if we even remotely start wrestling, when I tell you he could have been the world's greatest wrestler ever, he had his acting already down to a science. If we hit a certain move on him, you know how it take the wrestler a long time to build up the energy to get back into the fight. He would literally go into his JR and Jerry the King Law commentary. Oh, he's down. I think he's out, JR. What a slobber knocker. He over there breathing hard, holding his shirt. I don't know what this holding the shirt thing. He did this forever with Steve Urkel. I don't know
Oh
what the
shit.
hell. So, you know, he had it all down to a science. I mean, he was literally like the wrestler, the commentary, the referee, the manager on the outside. He had too much shit going on. Now, my other cousin, he goes by Trio. Man, all I can say is this: Jeff Hardy has ruined lives out here in the real world. Jeff Hardy, one of my favorite wrestlers. Just stop, because you know what? I'm glad he picked up a microphone after he heard his goddamn Nick on that goddamn bar stool. Jeff Hardy, why would you yell like the man name after you think you finna do a swan time, but this motherfucker turned out being like a 450 flat splash on your goddamn head? So yeah. I just, had a nostalgic moment, and I was just like, man, I just want to get that on my chest. Like, man, I would pay to go back and have some of them times with y'all.
Yeah.
Trill, Nick, Adrian,
Oh,
like all of us, go back to just we watching wrestling or playing the game, or me and you in my room playing with the wrestler man, ask Luger, ask him who that is. It's a whole different story. So that's all I want to get off my chest, ladies
man.
and gentlemen. Nostalgia. I
You know
wanted to
what?
go back, take it back.
I know that's right, man. You remember we used to make them belts out of them damn shoe boxes?
You goddamn right, man. Hey, I remember the first time when I got the real belt, like the one from like Toys R Us or
WCW.
something. Yeah. Man, my shit got scraped so fast. I was like, hey, yo, real talk. When I get some free and extra money, when I got money to blow, I'm getting me some replica belts.
Okay, yeah, that'd be dope. Shit, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm getting them, man. Pastor Troy got one and wore it for years. God damn it,
Right,
I'm finna get one.
right.
God damn right. And Roger need to burn Hill though, but
That discount ran out, huh?
that discount when Roger left, that goddamn discount left too. What you gonna do? Gonna do, Roger? You get out of here. Well, we at the end.
Yeah, man. It was a good episode, man. A lot of energy, a lot of good stuff, man. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope the viewers enjoyed it, man. And before
Oh
we
yeah.
leave, before Juice kick off with as usual, by all means, follow us on our Instagram at I'm just saying 48 without the G. Once again, I'm just saying 48. And all means, like, subscribe, or comment to this channel.
Real comments.
Thank you.
Real comments. I need to know your name. I don't need to know what's the best adult site. I don't care about that shit because I already know what it is. I don't need your input. Caesar, whatever your name is. And to the ladies, it's been a real one. It's been a fun one. Get on our Instagram if you feel, the need. You need to show us a little something, something. You know the deal. But to the fellas, I hope you've been inspired. I hope you've learned some new shit. To the real women, hope you learn some, some game that you can drop, and flourish with and carry on with. Same with the fellas. And cuz on this note, it's been a blast. It's been an
Yeah.
honor to do this show and continuously doing this show with you. I'm gonna leave him with this note, and here it is. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. And on that note, we about this thing.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.